This is some of the worst advice that I have either seen or been given while on a GLP-1 medication. Hey everybody, it's Allie. I'm on a fantabulous weight loss journey and I'd love for you to come along for the ride. So I've got my list here of all of the worst advice that I have either seen or been given while on a GLP-1 medication and weight loss journey. So let's just dive right into it. I've been told that I need to eat 1,000 calories or less per day. Well, if you watched my last video, you can absolutely see why that's a terrible idea. That's not enough calories for your body to do just basic bodily functions, and it's really problematic to tell people that for multiple reasons, which I'll get into at a later time. You need to drink 1,000 gallons of water a day. So I have seen recommendations that are all over the place, 100 ounces, 160 ounces, right? It really just runs the gamut. And the problem with that is that, do you want to stay hydrated? Yes, of course. But setting this arbitrary number, especially when it's very, very high, is problematic. Each person is an individual, and as long as you're getting your electrolytes in and you're staying hydrated, there's no reason to set some arbitrary, very high water goal. It's just not necessary. In the same category of unnecessary arbitrary goals, a few more that I have seen have been, you have to have 150 grams of protein a day, and you have to get 20,000 steps a day. Again, each person is an individual. Each person is starting out their journey at a different place. If I was trying to reach those goals when I started out 61 pounds heavier, I wouldn't have been able to reach those goals. I still don't eat that much protein. And the fact of the matter is, if you're not doing heavy weightlifting, you don't need that much protein. So you need to take into account what kind of heavy lifting, resistance training, cardio, right? You need to take that into account and adjust your protein accordingly. But at the same time, it falls back to that, setting some arbitrarily high goal when that may not pertain to you and your weight loss journey at all. I've been told that it's okay if you don't eat, as long as you're still fat, your body will just eat the fat. This makes to the bad advice category because that's not how the body works. If that was the case, then everybody could just lose weight, right? And health conditions wouldn't play a role at all, because again, that's not how the body works. I just made a video where I was talking about under eating and all of the problems that come from that. So if you haven't watched that, definitely go check it out. I go more in depth there. But yeah, eating is important and it's vital. We have to do it. You absolutely have to work out every single day. No, actually, that's not even what the fitness industry recommends. Your body needs time to acclimate, you need time to rest, and your body needs time to rebuild or build muscle if that's what you're trying to do. So rest days are very, very important, and you do not need to be working out or doing cardio every single day. Is movement important? Yes, absolutely. But you don't need to just get crazy with it. Like I said in the last one, 20,000 steps. Like, be reasonable. Set reasonable goals for yourself that you can achieve. And then once you're achieving those goals regularly, feel free to bump them up if that's something that you want to do that you feel like you can maintain long term. But Just starting right out the gate and saying, oh, yeah, everybody has to work out every day, that's just not reasonable. You can eat whatever you want, just in smaller portions. There is probably a very small percentage of people that can get away with that for a short period of time. But the experience that I've had in the research that I've done is those people will lose weight up until a certain point, that those calorie-dense foods start to catch up with them. Because remember, as you lose weight, right, you have to recalculate your calorie deficit. If you are not tracking your food, but you're eating small portions, but you're eating calorie-dense foods, eventually you're going to stall, because even appetite suppression is not going to negate the fact that you're consuming too many calories. Oh, you're in a weight loss stall? You should just do a juice fast for a few days. No. There's no reason to do any type of fad diet or fasting or anything like that on these medications. The whole point of these medications is that they help your body to function properly. If you have reached a weight loss stall, then you either need to take a look at how much you've lost, potentially recalculate your calorie deficit, or you may need to switch it up with your exercise routine, because your body is a fantastic machine and it will acclimate to what you've been doing. So if you're doing the same thing over and over and over and over and over again, and you're having success, and then all of a sudden you're not, but you haven't changed anything, then you really need to look very closely at your diet, your exercise, and you may need to consider that your body has acclimated to what you're doing. And if you want more information about how to break a stall, make sure you go check out my video on that. This one was a lot of fun. I saw somebody recommend that instead of being obsessed with food, you should just shop. Because you're losing weight and you'll need clothes, so just go shopping. Just buy new things for your house. So for those of us who are struggling with various disorders and ED and all sorts of things, exchanging one very complicated obsession with another is dangerous. And certainly nowadays, we cannot afford to be switching up to something else to become obsessed about, to then turn around and be spending tons of money. So yeah, this definitely makes it to the bad advice category. Oh my gosh, don't eat protein shakes or protein snacks. That stuff is full of chemicals. This one absolutely gets me, because for some reason, everybody in the fitness industry and all of these gurus, and I call them garbage gurus, like they're just spewing off stuff. They're walking through stores and looking at a bottle. No, there's no reason why, if the ingredients in a protein shake are not problematic for you, that you can't have one, 2, 3 times a day. If it helps you to meet your protein goals, to meet your calorie goals, if it helps you on your weight loss journey, then absolutely drink them, eat them. If they don't set well with you, then absolutely look for an alternative. Is whole food a better option than a processed shake? Sure, but we live in a time of convenience, and I, for one, would much rather have a protein shake than order fast food, right? That seems like a no-brainer kind of swap out. So why would you advise somebody to eliminate that convenience if it's helping them? We struggle enough as it is on a weight loss journey, on these medications, with various health conditions, right? Like, if there are tools that are helping you and not hurting you, then you should absolutely use them. oh, you can never have fast food again. Ever. No. So one of the things that you learn on your weight loss journey, if you are making healing your relationship with food a priority, is that foods, calorie-dense foods in moderation, can absolutely be a part of your life. One of the things that this medication can help you do is to help you reestablish that relationship with food, learn portion sizing, because let's be honest, American portion sizing is out of control. And it can be a tool to help you regain your power over food. Because it's hard. It's really hard. I was addicted to fast food for most of my life. And now it doesn't have any power over me. And I have worked very, very hard in these last few months to change that relationship with food. And you can do it too. You need to buy this XYZ supplement. You need to buy this XYZ cream. Guys, there's no specific supplement or cream or thing or gimmick that you absolutely have to buy. The only thing that you really need to prioritize is a high quality multivitamin. If you want to take things on top of that, like biotin or collagen or any of that, that's totally fine. You can talk to your nutritionist, your dietitian, your doctor about what would be the best option, but please do not get roped in to these advertisements that are absolutely just smacking us in the face every 5 minutes. Get this neck cream, get this, do this. Oh no, you got a turkey neck. Oh no, you've got loose skin. There are some things that you just have to accept while you're on a weight loss journey, and loose skin is going to be one of those things. You don't need a magic cream. It's not going to fix anything. If you're trying to deal with issues of skin, especially on the neck, you need to be very careful about what you're putting on your face and neck, because that is the most sensitive skin that you have. So this is one area where I highly recommend that you research what is in the products. Go to a dermatologist. Talk to them about what they recommend, because in many cases, you're just paying to hydrate your skin, which you could have done with a much cheaper lotion that probably smelled better, and you'd be just as happy. So do your research. Do not get roped into these advertisements. Okay, I'll get off my soapbox. You can only drink water. You can't drink diet drinks. Water is water. Guess what diet drinks are made of? Water. Now, should you only be drinking diet drinks? No, of course not. I mean, we can apply a little bit of common sense here. But if you want to have one, go for it. If you drink water all day and go out to eat and decide you want a Diet Coke, Diet Dr. Pepper, I'm a Dr. Pepper girl myself, then absolutely go for it. There's no reason to restrict yourself so heavily. And that's where I see people go wrong. They try to eliminate all the bad stuff from their life, and then a couple of months in, they're going, man, I really just want a Diet Dr. Pepper, or, I'm on this road trip and I'd like to have a Diet Coke, or, whatever. You don't need to be so restrictive. And when you are super restrictive, that can be problematic. And it can lead to you not reaching your goals, because you will become frustrated, you'll become overwhelmed, you'll start having a lot of cravings. So just keep that in the back of your mind. And last but not least, the absolute worst advice that I have ever seen is you need to move up in dose every 4 weeks, no matter what. Worst advice ever. I feel really, really sorry for the people who started out on these medications, back in the day when they first became available, and their doctors told them that they had to move up every 4 weeks. They maxed out at their highest dose. They hadn't reached their goal weight. Then their body got used to the medication at that dose, and there was nowhere to go. And they hadn't reached their goal weight yet. So do not listen when people tell you this. You're not going to lose more weight faster. That's not how the medication works. You can go look at the studies. Yes, many people do not see weight loss until they reach a higher dose. And if that is the case, you absolutely should move up in dose, right? But if you're starting out at 2.5, like I did, and you're feeling all of the effects of the medication, you're losing weight, you're having appetite suppression, it's doing wonders for your blood sugar, then you should absolutely stay on that dose until it's not working anymore, and then titrate up. And if you want more information on that, definitely go check out my video about titration. I go in depth on that one. Okay, if you like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you found it to be helpful, I most certainly hope that you did. If you haven't already, subscribe. I'd love to have you around for the ride. And don't forget about the link in my description box to the Facebook group. If you're looking for a positive support system, I am here for you. We are here for you. I would love for you to join my group. Okay, we'll see you in the next video. And watch out for bad advice.